Come on now.
That's right. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe buttons, followed by that notification button. That'll help out the channel. Thanks. Hello, YouTube universe. It's me, E.T. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just a self-taught investor who likes to talk about increasing one's financial literacy. Got a question for you. Why do the rich get richer? Quick answer, they own assets. Today's video is going to discuss money versus equity assets. Something that should have been taught in school, but it wasn't. So we'll talk about it now. Let's get to it. All right, everyone, we've seen the definition of money and also equity. Money is nothing more than a liquid asset that's used to facilitate a transaction when buying a good or service. Now, equity is nothing more than an asset minus the debt and liability. That's the equity. How does this relate to real world? Well, the last study that I've seen was like 78% of the Americans, U.S. Americans, are living paycheck to paycheck. All right. We hear a lot of people complain about, why the rich is getting richer. Let me just say this here. The rich is getting richer because they know what to do with their money. It is not a secret. We can all do the exact same thing in order to build our net worth. The key to becoming rich and wealthy is focus on building your net worth. And that means we really need to understand the difference between equity or equity assets and money. So let's dive into it. All right, we already know you need money in order to live. You can't pay your bills. You need cash money, whether it's a form of hard currency, digital, or whatever. But bottom line is we need money in order to pay our bills, in order to live. We can't live off of equity assets. And for equity assets, I'm just going to put EQ. We can't live off of that. Money makes us rich. What I mean by that is we see it when a new athlete, a young athlete get drafted and sign their first contract. All of a sudden, they are now instant millionaires. They're rich. People who win the lottery. Now, instantly, they become rich. You have a high-paying job. 6 and 7 figure paying job. You are rich. You are cash rich. You're considered rich. We see rich people go broke every day. And the reason why is because equity assets make you wealthy. This is what you want. If you're wealthy, your wealth, your equity assets can produce enough money for you to live off of and also make you rich. So this is the key right here when it comes to equity assets. You want that to make you wealthy. We already know that money is liquid. Equity assets, most of them, not liquid. Most of them are not liquid. The only liquid one is going to be money. So a lot of times what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to take one of your equity assets. If you need the cash for whatever reason, you're going to have to convert that over to cash in order to do whatever it is you have to do. Now, also with money, money depreciates and becomes devalued. Depreciates because of inflation, becomes devalued because of our government printing money. Now think about $3-4 trillion over the course of the last 18 months have been $1 trillion have been printed and put into circulation. Whoa, Inflation is starting to show its ugly head. We're running anywhere, but we were normally running about 2 to 3%. Now we're at 4.2, last I heard. And believe me, that 4.2 is a joke. I don't believe 4.2. It's much higher than that. And if you don't believe me, all you got to do, check out the prices of the material of your groceries. What do you know that just went up 4.2%? I can't think of anything. Everything has gone up more than 4.2%. How they come up with that number? I guess it's financial magic. I don't believe it and I don't feel it. You're going to feel it if you don't have any equity assets. And the reason why is because equity assets are a hedge against inflation and a devaluing dollar. That's how you hedge. You got to get some assets that are going to appreciate so that way you'll have a hedge. Money, you need money in order to buy those assets that's going to do that. So you got to have the money in order to buy the assets. But also, once you have the assets, there may be times where you need that money. Good thing about it is that you can convert equity assets, can be converted into money. All right, so we can do that. We can use money to buy the assets, and if we need money, then we can take those assets or the equity assets, convert them back over here to money. All right, money. Actively earned income or money can be spent, invested, or saved. The reason why 78% of the American people are living paycheck to paycheck is because this is what they're doing with most of the money that they're earning. No, you got to invest. This is the secret right there. This really is not a secret. This is what the rich are doing in order to maintain rich, to become rich and wealthy. They are investing their money. They are buying assets. They're increasing their equity in those assets. As they start to appreciate, it becomes worth more. And all they got to do is convert it back to money whenever they decide to need it. All right, think about it. Do you think that Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, these are the set of the richest people in the world, do you think they have their fortune in money? No, they don't. They have it in assets. Even the people that are not those multi-billionaires, but I'm telling you, if you're a millionaire, multi-millionaire, you just don't have $1 million sitting in the bank. They put that money to use. You want to stop seeing the rich people go broke? The reason why they go broke is because they got that money coming in. All they're doing is spending. Or if they are investing, it's bad investments. You want to invest your money in something that's going to appreciate in value. You want to invest your money in something that is going to generate some type of cash flow or income for you. All right? Saving money, yeah, you got to do that within reason. And this is what I'm saying. You've already heard that you need to have an emergency fund. That's your savings. That 3 to 6 months worth of living expense, just set aside. That's the saving. Anything more than that, it's not a smart move. Anything more than that, you need to start investing that. You need to start investing in assets that will appreciate and increase your net worth. And as you increase your net worth, you're becoming wealthier. So, number 6, you can use your equity assets as collateral to get money. Now think about it. Number 6, you can use it in order as collateral, or you can convert it. One of those two things you can do with that, your equity assets. Hey everyone, please excuse the noise in the background. That was my grandson. He's here visiting, and you know how a 3-year-old can get. They're going to be vocal. All right, as you can see, we need both money and we need assets. Money, we need that to live off of. We can't get around that. However, by that same token, we need that money to also use it to invest in assets so that we can start growing our asset base. And once we start growing that asset base, we're going to get to that point where now those assets should be able to take care of our needs, wants, and desires, so far as paying bills and maintaining our lifestyle. If you look at all of this, this is nothing more than a game, something that we should have been taught at the very onset of going to school. One of the recommendations that I would have for anyone, it's a very good book, talks about exactly what we just discussed, and that's money. Master the Game by Tony Robbins. Very good book. I'll have a link for this book in the description below, so go ahead and check that out. If you got any value from this, please make sure that you hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. Also, just remember this here, guys. We've got to save. That's the beginning of everything. We've got to do what the rich do. That's invest. And most importantly, we have to apply what we know. Information, new information to us, something that we recently learned, if it makes sense to it, you need to apply it, because knowledge is not power. It's the application of knowledge that's power. With that, guys, I will see you on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.